Hey, good morning. It's Zach Beecher. I'm taking a day off the trail down here with 22Mohawks and Phantom Airborne, and Tico Bell here behind me, which actually dropped paratroopers into St. Mary Lees during D-Day almost a century ago. Hard to believe. We're about to go jump out of this to raise awareness around veterans' mental health, and what an honor it is to be here today. I'm here today with one of my Ranger buddies from my first duty assignment in the 82nd Airborne Division, one of my very first mentors who helped me get ready for the suck of Ranger School and helped me be the leader I am today, Dave Campisano. Dave, it is so good to see you. What are we doing down here today, and why are we outside on a tarmac on this beautiful day?
Yeah, Zach, thanks. I'm so glad you're down here. Great to see you again too. Yeah, today we're down here jumping with Phantom Airborne Brigade. They invited us, 22Mohawks and X-35, in to do a 8-person parachute jump. We brought in some jump masters from X-35. We brought in you from the 82nd. We brought in Casey Bell from the 82nd, and you know, we're getting our jumps on, right? Getting back into the military mentality.
Well, it's great to get paratroopers back together doing what we do best, right? Falling out of perfectly good aircraft. So 22Mohawks, it's a 501c3 nonprofit. You guys have an incredible mission. Tell me a little bit about how long you've been at it and why you've been at it.
Yeah, so we've been at it since 2020. We started when I lost a good friend of mine who was in the 82nd, John Hatfield. You know, the 22 represents the off-cited number of suicide deaths in the veteran community. The Mohawk represents an outlier and an action item, kind of like the Ice Bucket Challenge. You get a Mohawk to bring awareness to veteran suicide prevention. Yeah, we've been doing this for now 5 years. The main goals really are pair dogs, train those dogs, build community within the dog program, and then do our parachuting events. We do our biannual parachuting events where we bring 40 vets and first responders to Florida to get 5 static line parachute jumps, as well as go through suicide prevention training.
That's amazing. And we've seen pretty significant cuts to the VA that were just announced in December. We've seen some concerning rollbacks on the PACT Act for first responders. How are you finding that first responders and veterans are finding this organization?
You know, very well. So, you know, like you just kind of alluded to, the mental health world is strong, right? It's the strongest it's ever been, but the suicide numbers continue to rise, right? So organizations like 22Mohawks, we're here to bridge that gap between mental health and actually enhancing people's lives. We find that if we focus on making people's lives better, as opposed to focusing on preventing death, it builds a really strong community, and it brings back social connection.
And I think finding that strength in community gets back at exactly that mantra that we followed in the 82nd, right? I talk about it all the time, which is all the way to that promise that we're going to be there for one another no matter what happens. So Dave, thank you for being there for all those veterans. Thanks for being there for me. Thanks for doing everything that you're doing.
Really good to see you.
It's great.
Thanks, Zach.
Thanks again, everybody. Learn about 22Mohawks, learn about Phantom Airborne, see this incredible aircraft that actually dropped paratroopers into Normandy at the peak of D-Day. This type of mission, this type of cause brings people together to drive great outcomes in order to give purpose, mission, and drives hope for those who are finding unique challenges. Dave, what a privilege, man.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks
again. Good to see you.